the living is easy. The fish are jumping and the cotton is high. Your daddy's rich and your mama's good looking. Such little baby, don't you cry. One of these mornings you're gonna rise up singing. Then you spread your wings and you take to the sky. Oh yeah, but until that morning comes and nothing gonna harm you. Daddy and mama will be standing by.
We are so blessed and fortunate at Roosevelt to have special guests with us on occasion, and today is another one of those days. We're so excited. This is LaVerne Butler. She is with us, originally from Louisiana, now from New York City, has spent extensive time overseas, and now is back. You learned a little bit about her last Friday. I told her we watched the police report. I think you said you hadn't even seen that one.
No, I had seen. I didn't know which one you were talking about. Yeah, but I've seen that. Yeah.
So we watched some of that, and you've gotten to know her a little bit through the media that we watched. She is brought to you today by the Sioux Falls Jazz and Blues Society, so we are so thankful to you for that. Thank you very much. Ms. Butler will be performing tonight at the Orpheum Theater. If any of you don't have plans, student tickets are only $12, and that goes for any Jazz and Blues Society concert. If you're interested, tickets for students are $12, you guys. That's a fantastic price for the phenomenal talent that they bring in around the year. So make sure you stay in tune to what's going on there. And we will, I'll connect to you too. I'll connect the Roosevelt Choir to any Facebook or Twitter posts you have so that they constantly know what's going on with you guys as well. Her latest record, by the way, look it up on iTunes, is Love Lost and Found Again. It's on High Note. And without further ado, we are just so excited to welcome the LaVerne Butler Trio.
Yeah, happy Friday. So all of you are in high school, right? 10th, 11th, 12th graders? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I used to teach high school a long time ago, but I taught English. So anyway, I just kind of wanted to start off. Well, this is Bruce Barth on piano and Vicente Archer on bass. And we're going to have Bob Grip tonight. He's from here, right? On drums with us. But I'd kind of like to just start talking about my experience, how I got started singing. And I grew up in Shreveport, Louisiana, which is kind of looks like Sioux Falls a little bit. And my dad was a musician. He's passed on now, and a music teacher. And I just grew up listening to a lot of different music, but basically jazz, because he was a saxophonist, a jazz saxophonist, and he was a big John Coltrane and and all those great guys who played saxophone back then. He was a big fan of them. So I grew up listening to a lot of jazz. And I don't know when it happened, but at one point he decided that I could sing a little bit, and so I started going on gigs with him. He would do gigs around Shreveport, and I think I was in the 5th grade when I started doing these gigs. Ridiculous, too young I think to be starting that early, but he would have me doing pop songs, some stuff that was out during the 50s and 60s. By groups like Sam and Dave. You're probably not even familiar with those guys, but they were R&B artists of the 60s and 50s, and they were very popular then. And I was doing those kinds of songs at first, and then he found out, I guess, I could hear harmony a little bit, and I could hear harmonies. And we started working on more jazz songs, and I really wasn't into jazz when I was little. I really wasn't into singing that much, but I was always surrounded by it, and so it was like I was in it, and it was just sort of part of my childhood. I have no idea what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna sing the words. That's it. Oh, summertime and the living is easy. fish are jumping and the cotton is high. Oh, your daddy's rich and your mama's good looking. So hush, little baby, don't you cry. One of these mornings you're gonna rise up singing. Then you spread your wings and you take to the sky. But until that morning comes, ain't nothing gonna harm you, 'cause your daddy and mama will be standing by. Summertime, 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 and the living is easy. Fish are jumping and the cotton is high. Your daddy's rich and your mama's good looking. Hush now, don't you cry. 'Cause one of these mornings, you're gonna rise up singing, then you spread to the sky. But until that morning comes, don't worry, ain't nothing gonna harm you. Daddy and mommy will be standing by. Summertime and the living is easy. Fish are jumping and the cotton is high. Oh, your daddy's rich and your mama's good looking. Hush now, don't you cry. 'Cause one of these mornings you're gonna rise up singing. And then you spread your wings and you take to the sky. So high, high, high. But until that morning comes, ain't nothing gonna worry. Oh, your daddy will be standing by. Mom and daddy standing by. Oh, they'll be standing by. Standing by your side. Standing by your side. Standing by. Now, Bruce and I haven't worked together in a year. We haven't even rehearsed. This was the first, well, we had a warm-up like an hour ago. That was about it. And we hadn't worked together in a year. And Vicente and I have never worked together. But yet, we all knew what we were doing, because that's the beauty of jazz. And this is the technical aspect of jazz, where I'm going to let you talk a little bit about, what we just did technically. Artistically, I can only tell you that I was listening to the harmonies, the rhythm. What I was doing was all about phrasing, time, a lot of time, rhythm, time, rhythm. But I'm going to let Bruce and Vicente tell you a little bit about what we did technically, because he can. You want to take the mic? You know what? Can we get a little?
By the way, I'm not so technical, guys, just so you know. I like to think I'm artistic, too. I'm just messing with you, LaVerne. Anyway, the main thing, this is, of course, what we do with jazz, as a lot of you know, probably. I'm sure you've had some fine introduction to this music from great faculty here at the school. Basically, what we did was we kept the structure of the tune, which is a 16-bar tune, right? You hear the chords under the melody. Of course, originally it's a ballad. If you guys heard it from the opera, anyone? The original, very slow and beautiful. It's an aria, basically. I mean, it has jazz influence and elements of African American music, but it's basically an opera sung by a soprano, And then we took it and we swung it. That's the first thing. We made it into a 16-bar form. Summertime. You guys could even count the form, and you hear it's actually, it's in two halves. First half. Could you guys just count the bars one time? 1, 2, and then tell us how many bars the form is. 1. Could we play one time? 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. Second half. So that was 2 halves of 8 bars, right? 16 bars. That's the whole thing, 16 bars. And of course, the fun thing about jazz is we built the thing how we want to do it. The original Bob, you probably heard. So, right, the Okay, anyway, that's how the original is, of course.
Yeah.
And we didn't do Gershwin's changes exactly. We basically put our own change. We didn't do anything so crazy. We could have if we wanted. We basically, of course, what we did was, we did an intro. This is what's fun about jazz. What tune is that? Do you remember?
No.
Top, thank you. Yeah.
What is it?
Topsy.
Yes.
Topsy, okay.
Old melody from the swing era, right?
Yeah.
Who wrote that?
Enter something in vague.
Okay. So anyway, I for some reason, I played that in the intro, and did you guys notice LaVerne picked it up? She started singing that. We knew we were going to get to summertime eventually.
See, I didn't know what I was doing. I told you. Did I start singing like that?
Yeah, you did.
I have no,
Okay.
I didn't even know. I learned something.
And we did a quick vamp, Can you guys sing that?
I'll make sure not to do that tonight.
That's a 2-bar pattern, and it felt good. And this is one of the most swinging bass players. I actually feel like it's right. LaVerne is actually one of the. I'm not going to name names. We once did this concert with 3 very well-known and respected jazz singers, and then they each had there were 3 concerts actually, and then the last night all 3 were on the stage together. And the trio and I agreed, not that it was a competition or anything, but she she basically swung them off. She swung so hard. You know, she swung. She's one of the most swingy. That's actually one thing that makes it so much fun to listen to jazz is swing. So we did the tune, the 16 bars. We actually did 2 verses. The way Gershwin wrote the song. The first one, summertime, and one of these mornings you're gonna rise up singing. We did. That's the melody. We sometimes call it the head in jazz. And then the solos. And LaVerne Scat sang. She made up her own solo. Just the way a horn player would. And I saw, she takes as many, you call one time through the form a chorus. Not a chorus like you guys singing. And it goes back to Tin Pan Alley days, the pop song. They used to call the introductory part of the tune the verse, and then the next part the chorus. Unlike modern pop, where the chorus is like the refrain. Back then, the chorus was the form. Okay, so then you take as many choruses as you want solo. Sometimes somebody's really cooking, and you'll say, hey, take another chorus. Means go through the form one more time. We keep the chorus.
Sometimes they take the chorus even if they're not cooking. And you better let them too.
Yeah.
Right? You work with those kind of people.
Yeah.
You stepped on my solo.
You know, like, anything else you want to say about it?
No, not really. But I'll just say this from bass perspective. Whether you go into jazz or not, I recommend you that you do study it at some degree, because learning how to improvise and learning chord structures and chord movements and melodies and stuff, it's going to help you with whatever type of music. I'm assuming that you all like a wide range of music, country, hip hop, or pop music, or anything. And those same harmony is harmony regardless of what type of music that you're going to play. But knowing how to improvise and knowing how to make music from those different chord progressions and stuff like that, it's good to study jazz because you may have to improvise, and not all the time. In pop music, I played a wide range of music as well, and there's not charts and stuff, so you have to learn by ear. You may have rehearsals, but you have to learn most of the music by ear. And to know how to make music with these, like if you have a chart like this and you're just looking at chords, you need to know how to make music from it and know how to choose the right notes. And that happens in all aims of music. And so I do recommend that you do study jazz at some sort of piano harmony as well. That'll help you in the future.
I just want to add one thing, just to say, you know, I've actually played with some singers who are, quote, in a conservatory taught, who can say, oh, I'm playing the flat 9 on this chord. You know, and there's nothing, knowledge is always a good thing. There's nothing wrong with that. But by LaVerne, it doesn't matter that she can't name it. She hears everything they hear and more. And so in the fact that, here's the main thing I feel about music, whether it's actually 50% to Zephyr was saying about a lot of pop music, it's ear music. I think what it is about whatever music you do that comes from your heart. And so the fact is a lot of people who learn by ear, there's that direct connection. They're singing what they're hearing, you know. So it's so heartfelt, and so the rhythm is so great. You know, in no way, in fact, she doesn't have the theoretical knowledge. There's no way to track from what she's doing, you know. So, because this is the probably the best singer. I've worked with some great singers. None are better than her. You could say some are as good. That's my opinion. So you're really, it's a true, that's always a true story. So, yeah.
So we're gonna, do you want to do the Q&A now?
Sure. Did somebody want to sing?
Would you like to come up and sing a song, Ben?
Great.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I was thinking, do you know I'm Old-Fashioned from
Sure.
Celtic Show?
Yeah.
Should I just start it out? Do you guys
But
want
let's get your key. Yeah, just sing a little bit so we can hear.
I'm old-fashioned.
See, is that good, key? How do you want to do it? She's doing the important thing, talking to the band. That's the first thing you let them know. We helped her with her key. Now she knows it from C. Hopefully it's the best to speak the right key for you. And ballad or swing?
Ballad.
Okay, we'll do ballad.
One note, I don't remember this song that well, so you can see me phone.
Okay. This happens a lot in jazz, but I'm gonna help out in the sense about playing some roots. And you pick it up again. If you have good ears, you will hear what's going on. And I don't. And then no.
No?
And then watch me, because I'll let you know when to come in.
I'm old-fashioned. I love the moonlight. I love the old-fashioned thing. The sound of rain upon the window pane. The silent song that April sings. I know I'm old-fashioned.
This year's fantasy.
Okay, got it.
Do you remember the word there, LaVerne?
I don't even know the song. I mean, I know.
I think I got it now.
Can't help you with that one.
Fancies are passing fancies. The silent sighs, holding hands, make my heart understand. I know I'm old-fashioned, but I don't mind it. That's how it's gonna be, as long as you agree to stay old-fashioned with me.
I'll take half and come back in on the second half.
This year's fancies are passing fancies. The silent sighs, holding hands, make my heart understand. I know I'm old-fashioned, but I don't mind it. That's how it's gonna be, as long as you agree to stay old-fashioned with me.
The look of love is on your face. The look that time can erase. The look of love is saying so much more than just words could ever say. And when my heart has heard, it takes my breath away. I am only told you and feel my arms around you. How long I have waited just to love you. Now that I have found you got the love. skies. Oh, be mine tonight. Let this just be the start of so many nights like this. Oh, we'll take a lover's vow and then we'll seal it with a kiss. And I can hardly wait to hold you, feel my arms around you. How long I have waited just to love you. Now that I have found you, don't